Hello everyone, hello and welcome back to episode 16.5 of InfiTech 2 Show Me the Way series with Jason McRae. Yeah, it's me, back for the part 2 of the logistic crafting and explaining. So in part 1 I told you how to work around few issues with the crafting itself. And I hope you understood. If you did not, then I'm sorry, but I probably will not be able to provide you any better explanations. Or I can just say, if you are confused, just don't use Logistic Pipes. I'm going to admit, I love Logistic Pipes, but for some reason it's not working as well as it was working in, what was it, when I was using Logistic Pipes? It was 1.6 or 1.5. I really don't remember. Anyway, back to the stuff. So this time, in part 2, we are going to take a look at this wall of machines and how to set it up properly. So first things first, chests. They are quite important because most of the time the stuff was getting stuck inside the assembling machines and they were just not working at all. So how to work around it? So to work around items being stuck in there, and it was happening in most cases where the item produced, for example in the wire mill, you will get more than one item, because if I would request 3 wires, it will make 2 in here, it will make another 2, it will pull out only 1 because I requested 3, right? And the 1 will get stuck in here. That's actually not true if you are crafting only one type of wire, but if I would and requested multiple types, the last excess, the first excess would get stuck in here. So to work around it, I set up this setup, and I must thank I think it was Nicholas who gave me this idea. So yeah, thank you very much, Nicholas, from the FTB forums. So how to work around the issue? It's not 100% workaround, because as you can see here, stuff is getting stuck in the chest, but if it's in the chest, it can get 27 items to be stuck, 27 stacks to be exact, so I guess just once in a while to go here and clean it up, I don't really mind. So the first thing are the chests, and you can see I'm using wooden chests, and why they are not connecting to each other, that's really quite neat trick, which again I learned from, it was I guess, yeah, it was William Strife from the Oxcast, and to work around it, it's just to use a normal chest and, as you can see, trapped chest. To make a trapped chest, it's really simple, just add to the chest a tripwire hook. And yeah, so I know I could use iron chests, but well, if I will use just 1 iron ingot or 8 iron ingots, I guess it's a difference. So yeah, there we go. So this is the first part. And the second part is that the machines have the item auto output enabled and set the the slot for output is, you can see, aiming to the chest. So when it's crafting, when I request crafting to be done, it will, you can see here, I have the chassis Mark IV, because I am putting in multiple recipes. And if I will request now, for example, copper wires, the copper ingot will go here, it will land up in the chest. Okay. How it will get to the wire mill? Well, quite simple. And let's just make a hole, and you can see here I am using a item conduits from a DRIO, and I have them with item filter, and I'm filtering or allowing whitelisting only the items which are used to be used for making the wire. So again, I will request wire. It will send ingot in here in the chest. It will pull it thanks to the item conduits into the wire mill, and when it's done, the wire mill, he doesn't care that it's some logistic stuff. He has it set up to item auto output, so it will output it back in the chest, and the crafting module will see it as crafting has been done. So shall we give it a shot? Let's see. I want a wire, and I want, let's just request these two. They will land up in the chest down there, and in here I'm going to request let's say 3 of each. Yeah, so 3 tin and 3 copper wires. 3 and 3 here, and let's see what will happen. The ingots will land inside there, and the first 2 items were out. The second 2, or 1, as you can see, the tin wire excess one stayed in here. Now it pulled in the copper, and again it's gone. And you can see it also took out the tin wire. So that's something that will happen sometimes. Sometimes it will not happen. That the crafting will empty the chest, which is kind of cool. So if I will have these inside, and I will request another wire to be crafted, it will put it in, it will start crafting it, and when it's done, okay, I guess I was a little bit too fast on the old requesting. Wire, okay, give me 1, let's wait for it. Okay, there we go. And I want 1 more. Oh, it's sending it right away without actually crafting it. Or well, it's crafting it. And it will again stay in here. So yeah, it will, over time, it will get full. And why is it happening? It's because the request pipe will send a signal to the chassis pipe or the crafting module, and it will say, hey, give me tin wire with tin ingot. So it will, from downstairs, it will send the tin ingot in here, but it already has some tin wires, and the crafting pipe or crafting module doesn't know that the tin ingot already went in here, or did not went in here, so it will just pull it out and just will not care about anything. So yeah, from time to time, just go there, empty it out, and put it into some storage. Not here. So yeah, that's basically it for all of these. So it wasn't that much to set it up. Here, this is something a bit different. I am using the conduit extraction because I'm extracting the iron dust, because it's producing iron dust, or small piles of dust when it's making the rods. The way around this is, again, not with this, but the proper way is to add a byproduct, I think it is, yeah, this guy, the crafting byproduct extraction upgrade. It will basically extract also the byproduct. And to set up the byproduct, you just apply to the crafting module or crafting pipe. But again, crafting is a bit out of our reach. It's quite simple to make, just wooden gears, redstone, but it requires iron chipset, which is in the forming press with 120 EU per tick. which is MVH. So yeah, that's the basic for pretty much everything I have in here, which is producing more than just one item at a time. And well, a bending machine is not the case because it uses one ingot to make one plate. But when I was just doing it, why the hell not to add it for everything, right? Now there is one completely different thing which I also done in here. So as you can see up there, I am crafting, or as you can see if I will look up electronic circuit, I'm crafting electronic circuits. You could see it in the first part in here when I just hover over it. So for the electronic circuit we need NAND chips and copper cables. They are both made in the machine. So the NAND, let's start with the NAND chip. So let's search for NAND chip. There we go. And NAND chip is made, well, shapelessly inside the crafting table, but I'm saving materials, so I went with the assembler. But the assembler, as you can see, it requires one item casing, that's fine, one red alloy wire, that's fine, and molten soldering metal, which is either tin, lead, or soldering alloy. So I'm using tin for obvious reasons. So how to, as you know, the molten tin is made in a fluid extractor, which I have right here. So when I will request NAND, I will just request a NAND chip, shall we? Yeah, let's go. Let's request NAND chip to be made. I'm going to request one to be crafted, and it's missing red alloy ingots, okay. Just give me a second. Okay, red alloy made. I could just cheat it in actually. Well, so now let's go back and let's try to request it again. So NAND chip request. Successful. So what will happen is with these machines, this guy... Oh, it was a little bit fast, okay. So this guy will get through the pipes, it will get a tin, which will be put in here, and as you can see, I requested only one, and if you remember, I will look it up again, NAND chip. One NAND chip uses 36 molten tin, and one tin ingot is going to give me 144 buckets, millibucket or liters of molten tin. So how I made sure this works? So let's get onto it. First, I am using obviously the same setup as for the machines below, but in the crafting module you can see it's pretty much almost the same. It's a little bit broken. It's pretty much almost the same, except you can see I'm telling it that it requires 4 refined iron item casings, 4 red alloy wires to make 4 NAND chips. So it actually not made me only one, but it made 4. But which is okay, because now I can just request these 3 and they will land in here as well if I will need them. And if you are asking, okay, what if I will request 2? It will make 6 on top of it? No, because the crafting pipe knows that this guy will make 4 of them. So even if I will request 2 NAND chips, it will again only put here what is required for making 4 of them. 1, 2, and 2 more, because the recipe says so. And we have the 2 NAND chips here, and the rest of the NAND chips will shortly land in the storage area. Shortly. There we go. 2 excess ones. Okay, so now how does it work actually? So in here, the first thing, as I said, is the because I don't want to waste tin. So it's requesting 1 tin ingot, but it's requesting it inside the satellite. What is satellite? You can see it, satellite, and it's a active request destination. A crafting pipe can send additional inputs here. So what is it doing? I will tell it I want NAND chip. It will say okay, so I need to input refined iron and red oil wire, but also I need to put inside the satellite pipe with ID number 2 tin ingot, and I have satellite pipe here connected to the fluid extractor with ID 2. Okay. Once again, I want NAND chip. It will give me, it will put inside the chest the input, and if I will set the satellite and put item in here, it will send that item not in the chest but into the satellite pipe. And by the way, if you will not set the satellite, if you will set it to off, it will work as just everything in here is input. So if I would request now the NAND chip, it will look, okay, you want this, this, and you want also this, and it will all end up in the chest, which is also the way you could do it. I could really just request it all in here, put a item conduit from the chest to the extractor with a item filter, but it's unnecessarily too complex. And the satellite pipes, it's just basic logistic pipe with redstone, so it's fine. Okay, and right next to it I have the assembling machine for the copper production. This guy is a little bit derpy. I have no idea why, but yeah, it is. Sorry about that, but it works on the similar manner. So here I have to make a copper cable. It requires copper wire, and for the satellite it requires raw rubber dust and tiny pile of sulfur, and this guy is set satellite ID 1. So if I will request a copper cable, it will put here those two, it will make molten rubber, which is put in here. This guy is derpy because the assembling machine currently is bugged slightly, and it's if it will not have molten rubber, it will not accept copper wires at all. Only way to make it accept it is you would need to put it manually. So you can't pump wires in if it doesn't have any molten rubber. So yeah, that's why I have just excess amount 432, which I think what I could do is just put the wires in. Yeah, I could do it. So wire copper 3, I think. Yeah, it should be 3. And yeah, that's the new way of getting copper wires as well. There we go. I think it's 3. Yeah. Okay. And it will just put it here, and it will stay here because it wasn't requested anywhere. Alright. Awesome. And what else? Yeah, here it's a little addition, and it's a fluid supplier, which works pretty much as a item supplier, the active supplier pipe or supplier module. It will keep this cutting machine, because as you know, a cutting machine requires lubricant, water or distilled water to work, but the lubricant is the best one because you just need one lubricant, 1 liter of lubricant to cut, where you need 3 times more with distilled water and 4 times more with just water. Yeah. So I could put a reservoir in here, but this was more fun. So I have a Logistic fluid pipe supplier, and here I just took a empty cell with and put in some lubricant. I put it here and I set it to minimum mode none, and you can set it to anything you want, because currently the Logistic pipes, the fluid supplier, doesn't see this liquid storage inside the machines. So this is the one part. Of course, this is a supplier, so it requires also the provider, which is down in here, over there. Stupid Optifine. And it's connected to that drum. So Logistic provider pipe, it doesn't have an interface, it just provides whatever is it connected to. And I'm making lubricant inside a basic brewery with some creosote and plus one piece of redstone. It will make me a lubricant. And here I have creosote. I just realized I should swap these two drums in here. Oh, not yet. Okay, it's still. Don't mind that graphical glitch. It's not water, that's steam, and that is not oil, that is water. When I just went in here, I was like, what? Why is there steam inside? Why is there water inside the steam tank? Yeah, just a little bit broken. Here, proof. See? Steam. So yeah, I am providing on the same network, I'm providing lubricant fluid, and also you can see I have it also in here, providing it for this part. And in here it actually works if I will set it to keep stocked something. So this one will keep stocked 2000 liters. So if I will empty it out, it will fill it up to 2000, and that's that. It will stop. Okay, and I think that's basically it in here. What I wanted to show you. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So a little fast recapitulation. If you are crafting with the machines and the machine is producing more than one item at a time, the best way is to put a chest and put a crafting pipe or crafting module if the machine can accept multiple different recipes in front of it. And what it will do, when you will request, it will put it into the chest, the materials used. Then, thanks to the item conduits, it will pull it inside the machine. Of course, don't remember to... Oh, I forgot in here. Yeah, remember to put a basic filter in here for the input, because right now, if I will place anything in here, well, anything what can go inside here, it will just pull it and boom, it will end up there, which is pretty much not what I want. So yeah, put a basic item filter. I have no idea why they are not there. Oh, right, sorry. You need to put it into the... Actually, yeah, sorry. 1, 2, 3. You need to have a basic item filter, and it can be on the extract side or in the insert side. Doesn't really matter. And if you will find that basic item filter is not enough, because you can just put 5 items in here, you can make the advanced one, which is this one, the advanced item filter, but it requires a Z-Logic controller, which is made inside Slice and Spice with silicon plates. And for silicon plates, if you know, or if you don't, now you will know, you need to have that stuff. Yeah, blast furnace, the electric one. Okay, so that's for the items that are being produced in multiples, and for the item or for the machines that requires also some fluid, the simplest way is to set it via satellite. Don't mind this. This is just a bug. This is just a graphical glitch. To pretty much always, well, in most cases, from time to time it will reset to off, but it's actually still at the IDE designated. So satellite pipe, what satellite pipe is or satellite function is, the crafting pipe will say, hey, this belongs to the satellite, and it will put it into the satellite pipe destination. And of course, fluid auto output enabled, and I have the output side to aim directly to the assembling machine. And a little tip from me about the NAND chips. Since you are using one tin ingot to make a NAND chip, it's best to really force it to always make 4 minimum. So you will use all the fluid in here. You could use it a little bit differently. You could probably just keep it always stocked with the molten tin and just ignore this. But again, this was more fun. And I must say I had a lot of fun building this, but I rage quit it 4, maybe 5 times because really it just did not work. So how are we on time? 25, 26. So let me show you just a little something on top of it all what I have done. I have done this. You may say, what the fuck is this? This is a contraption which is currently without the power. Yay! I don't want you. I want you. Forgot that this setup is not able to keep it working forever. Sorry. Yeah, a little awkward. Back here to charge it up. So what I have here is a food creation setup, and I think I should be able to really fast talk through it what is happening. First thing what I will tell you is that below here I have fluid conduit and item pipes, just putting stuff in the correct places. Some of them are set to in-out with self-feed. I will tell you what is it for in a bit. And some of them are set with a basic item filter to filter up the items. So what is it doing here? I will put input in here, which I think this is a little bit overkill. Just a little bit. Okay, whatever. Nope, stop. Yeah. No idea why we have millions of wheat. Because I guess the Fruit was bored and he was just collecting wheat. So what is happening here? Chest, it accepts all the items except milk. So all the items will go here and they will be distributed through this line. Wheat is going into the macerator, which is then put inside the basic mixer. Basic mixer will make doughs. These guys. This dough. It will make 2, which are then put inside the forming press to make a proper bread-shaped dough. And the bread-shaped dough is put inside the basic electrics furnace to make a normal bread. Then, with the conduits, I use extract in round robin mode. So, one bread will go in here and it will make a toast. Second bread will go in here and it will make another toast. So I'm making toasts in here and toasts in here. Below the electric oven, by the way, electric oven and electric furnace, they are completely, totally 100% same items. You can do the same stuff in there. Same crafting recipe as well, only differently placed. So if you prefer electric ovens for food, you can make them. And below it I have a production table. Let's make a hole in here, of course, it will be simple. And here I have all the upgrades are just autocrafters, and I'm autocrafting hamburgers. This. Then the hamburger is being pulled out thanks to the in-out mode and the self-feed, so it will go out and it will immediately go back. It will end up in here, which will make it into cheeseburger. Again, it will go out and in, put here to make a deluxe cheeseburger, and then again, yes, you guessed it, out and back inside here to make a delighted meal. To make sure it landed properly, you just put items in here and it will always accept it correctly, which is awesome. And inside the transfer, everything pretty much is set the same. So here, bottom side is input output, so it can input from the bottom, which I'm inputting the firm tofu, and it can output the hamburger. And again, here it will be the same. It can input the hamburgers and output the cheeseburgers. Same here, same here. And this one on top. No idea why I have this bottom crafting table set to input enabled from the top. Just ignore it. I have that. Maybe it has a reason, but I doubt it has, so I can disable it. Okay, next to it I have a basic fluid solidifier, which is making me, from milk, it's making me cheese. And the cheese is not actually being put inside the production table directly, it's going down in here. Let's just make it easier for me. Down in here into this through this item conduit with again a round robin, because I'm using cheese in here and in here. So I have two destinations, so it will make a cheese, it will put it here, it will make another cheese, it will put it here. And the tank on top, that's for the milk, so I just put milk inside the tank, which is then being put in here. Simple enough. Next to it, I have set up the making of zucchini fries, because they are required for the delighted meal. And again, it accepts toast from the electric oven on top, zucchini, firm tofu from the chest in here, and again I have set this guy in extract with round robin, so it's ending in here properly. So one firm tofu here, one firm tofu here. So that's making zucchini, and in here I'm making just melon smoothies because I'm growing a melon on my garden, so just using melon with snowballs. And yes, alright, basic fluid solidifier to make snowballs from just water. And here I am making delighted meals. What is so great about delighted meal? Well, it will fill up your hunger fully, and also the saturation will be full, so it's the best food available. And how am I easily collecting milk? Let's turn off the magnet mode, because yeah, I'm magneting items from there, from the farm. Easy way to get milk in here. I'm using thirsty tank with a glyph of bovine or bovine, and what is it doing? It's constantly milking the cows when they get near. So yeah, just at 16 millibuckets of milk excess, which is awesome. And I really have no idea why those sheep are scared and they just want to go there. I don't know. And by the way, here I have my four-leaf farm. and I am... okay, we are at 35 minutes. So basically, here I am farming tomatoes, lettuce, and zucchini. Let's take this. Let's put it here. Yeah. And lastly, I am farming soybeans, which are being put in here. And I'm just turning soybeans into soy milk. Then I'm using soy milk to make a silken tofu, and silken tofu to make a firm tofu, which can be used as a replacement for, yes, you guessed it, for beef. So I'm actually making hamburgers, cheeseburgers, deluxe stuff for vegetarians. But honestly, it's not because of it, it's because of it's renewable, and I don't need to care about killing poor cows. And here, just quick note, I put and made paving stones of warding, which are just not working 100% because you can see there's a lot of shit around here. So let's just collect it all. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I need to find a better way to collect the items, which is going to be soon. And how soon? Well, soon enough, because what I'm going to do... What are you trying to collect here? There is nothing! Really? Oh. You were concerned about this single piece of oak. Okay. So yeah, this is really not working as I would really love it to work. Because the golem wants to just collect stuff in here, so if I will take this... I want it! I can't because of the stone, of the warding paving stone, but I will just keep trying. So yeah. So I need to find a better way, which I have a better way to do it, but it requires again a little bit advanced machinery, which is going to happen in probably next few episodes. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you at least somehow a little bit understood the concept behind the crafting processes with the logistic pipes. It's annoying, it's hard, it's not worth your time, I'm going to say this. But if you want, you can just do it. Maybe you will find it working better than for me, who knows. So anyway, Jason McRae signing off from today's episode, and I will see you all next time in proper episode 17, where we will be working finally towards the medium voltage age. So we will make a blast furnace. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.